Would you ever date an older or younger guy? Like, what's like the highest or lowest age?
So right now I'm 25, so probably like no more than 10 years.
Can I ask you a few easy questions just on dating? Easy stuff. 2 minutes. Nothing bad. What's your name? Or what name do you want to be called?
Lana.
That's a hot name. Okay. Okay, Lana. What's your name?
Lily.
Lily. Okay, L and L. Here we go. So tell me, based off your age, would you or have you ever considered dating an older gentleman? And if so, how old?
Me personally, I wouldn't go. We actually just had this conversation. I wouldn't go above 30 because I'm 22.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have a 10-year gap, so like 32 is it.
Okay.
32 is it.
So why is 10-year the most common sweet spot?
I think like,
Maturity.
yeah, I feel like maturity, guys our age are kind of weird, but I feel like at 10 years you can't be my dad. Like if we're being so for 10 years, you can't be my dad. I feel like we can still relate. We're still kind of in the same decade. But other than that, I feel like 10 years is just kind of like a sweet spot. I don't know.
Okay.
Above that is kind of like you've been to high school over 10 years before I have.
Yes.
So that makes your maturity different than mine. So we have different morals and we have different beliefs.
And I feel like after 10 years, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that could be a red flag,
Yeah,
right?
that
That
could
is
be
a red flag.
Okay.
Because if you can't relate to women your age after 10 years, like that's weird.
That is weird. Why do you think nowadays younger guys your age can also be a red flag? Is it from the social media dating, fast dating, ego? Like what's happening with younger men?
I think it's ego. Yeah.
And
With
maturity.
with men our age, I feel like that's what it is. It's a maturity. I think like women definitely mature a little bit faster. It's like it's an actual thing. Like
And not
it's
for us to
proven.
be mean or anything. Like
Yeah.
she's right. Like that's a proven fact.
It is.
Because you can be like fun and like young and everything, but I think it's like a maturity thing, definitely. I think like people our age also, men want to be chased. And I mean, some women like that. And if you like that, like go you. Love that for any women. But for me personally, like I'm not going to chase you. I think it's like a mutual thing. It's either you're into me or you're not. And if you're not, like let's move on. Don't waste my time. But a lot of men our age don't really have the communication skills to say that. I don't know if you think that's like.
And
why.
men our age don't want a relationship right now. Like
Yes.
we're 22 years old. Like what man is gonna want to settle? Like at least in our age and what we've experienced, like with high school and what we've been through, like we know that people our age aren't really ready to settle down.
They're not.
Would you say that the culture nowadays is prone on just trying to like F around and create a body count and not settle down?
And I mean that's fine.
That's not a bad thing. That's
not a bad
fine.
thing. Like that's fine if that's what you're into. But I think like you have to say that. And I think men our age are very like beat around the bush, and I think you should say that. Like if you just want to have like a one night stand and do that, that's totally fine. But say that. And because some women are not into that, like personally, I'm not into that. Like don't just come for me for like a one night stand and move on. But if you want that, say that. But men our age, yeah, and that's fine. But men our age are definitely like, oh, I want to treat you like a queen, da da da, and then they don't, and then they're like, oh, why doesn't she like me? But it's like you don't know how to communicate, and you're also saying all the wrong things. But yeah, it's a communication thing. I think that's what it is. It's a communication thing, and it's been like proven that with a lot of these men, the younger men especially, like. They just want to have fun, but they don't want to say that, and that's the thing. It's just communicate. That's all.
It's not a bad thing. Like
that's
of
not a
course
bad
that's
thing.
what we want to do too.
'Cause
Because we're young.
There's plenty of women who just want to like around and like do whatever they want, and that's totally fine. But you just need to be able to communicate that and be on the same page with whoever it is that you're doing that with.
Whose fault is hookup culture?
I think it's definitely women, because if women weren't putting out, then men wouldn't have the ability to, and so there wouldn't be any hookup culture.
Okay. I've noticed a lot of men too, just to kind of get on your soft side and into your pants, will say, I want something committed. And then the moment you engage in sexual activity, they run for the hills. Let me ask you this. What check boxes do you have nowadays that would qualify a man for dating or to be married? What are your categories? What do you look for? I know you're
That's a
young.
good question.
But moving on, if you were older, what would you look for nowadays compared to what you've experienced?
I think if I wanted to get married, I'm not there yet. At some
Of course.
point- at some point,
You're too young, you're too beautiful.
I don't necessarily only date men either, but just in general, all across the board, I think you need to be someone who can communicate, somebody with emotional maturity, definitely. Somebody who can definitely admit when they're wrong. I think when you're older, you can definitely, or emotionally mature, you can like admit to when you're wrong and to when you can like know that, oh, hey, I did that. I need to grow up and like do something different. And I think somebody who's just like humble and like is also has like the worth ethic to want to always like be better than what their current self is. Not in like a way that's like, oh, I'm too good for like whatever it is, but like just somebody who will always want to elevate. I think you need to always have a goal. If you don't, that's a red flag to me if you want to be in the same spot for the rest of your life.
You need to know what you're gonna do in
Yeah.
your future.
Yeah.
You need to know that, okay, I want to do this and I want to make this much amount and this is what I want to do. Because at our age, I understand like sometimes I don't even know what I want to do, but you gotta give some people some time and figure out what you want to do. But at our age, it's that time. Like, it's that time to start
You
doing
need
our
to at
stuff.
least have an idea. I think that's what it is. Like,
At
just
least
have
have
an
an
idea
idea.
and a plan. Like, in a plan. Yeah, 'cause, like if you're 23, 25, whatever, I get it. You're like either switching out from what you wanted to do when you were a teenager, and that's totally fine. But like, have a plan. I think that's what it is. It's like have a plan, and you shouldn't expect like your partner to carry that for you. You should definitely be like, oh, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna tell my partner about that, and if they can support me, that's great. If they can't, then they can't. But it happens, whatever. But definitely have a plan and move yourself forward with or without somebody that you love. Like, it is what it is. And you will definitely find someone eventually who, like, loves you and is like, hey, I can help you through this. Let's do it together. But if you don't have a plan, nobody can make that for you. Like, I think that's just, like, an individual person thing. You're so pretty. Oh, my
Oh my god, stop. Wait, what are we talking about? I've always wanted to be in one of these YouTube videos.
Do you want to know what he
You will, you will. Stand over here.
Okay.
He was like, what you look like, what is something you look for with like somebody our age and young that like for somebody that wants to get married
Earrings
or
are
whatever.
so cute.
What is
They're
something you look for?
adorable.
They're my friend Devins. He's the best. Wait, what is something you look for to get married?
Yeah, right? Is that
I don't understand.
So the question was,
Okay.
would you date someone your own age or
Okay.
possibly someone older? And if so, how old of a man would you date?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm 25. I'm going to be 26 soon. I would date up to like 10 years older. So,
That's what they all said. That's what they all said.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So they said it based off of, like, maturity, intellectual, financial, things of that sort.
Girls tend to be more mature than guys. Like, like if a girl is 25 and a guy's 25, the girl's like probably more mature.
Yeah.
So like a girl who's 25 and a guy who's 30, that's probably like a better match. So.
And that's not a lie. Like women develop like faster. Like it's a proven fact.
No, it's true. It's
No,
true.
You did say yes.
No,
You
it's
did
true.
say yes.
And behind every good man is an even better woman
Period.
to support them.
But there needs to be the good man in
Yeah,
general.
exactly. A
It
woman
has to
should
be a
not
good
have
man.
to do it for you. Exactly, that's the
It
point.
shouldn't be the good woman carrying everything. There should be
No.
a good man behind it as
yeah.
well.
You need stable morals and ethics in order to qualify to even date a woman
yeah.
that will support you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be, somebody else's morals and ethics could be completely different than mine.
Yeah.
But what we want is someone who are similar to us and have the same,
I think, it has to be like an open-minded man.
Well, I appreciate it. You've been
Thank you so
great.
much.
Thank you, ladies. Give me some lip gloss. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I would never. Please don't.
We'll
Please
give you a
don't.
fist bump.
Fist
Thank
bump,
you
fist
very
bump.
much.
All right.
You guys
See you, ladies. Bye.
Two bald dudes.